So full time here at Carshalton, it ends 2-2 today, Tosh. My view after coming off commentary, it perhaps, given the way the first half went and second half went, it felt like perhaps 2 points dropped rather than a point gained.
Definitely, without a doubt. Came in at full time and, I think Harry made some good saves to possibly, keep us in it towards the end, you know what I mean? It's fine margins and, Kareem goes through before they get their sort of first goal. Kareem goes through, I thought he's had a good debut. If that goes away, it's 3-0, I think we go on to win the game comfortably. The fact that we then concede about a minute or two after that gets them up, and fair play to them. Second half, they gave it a right go, and on reflection, probably got what they deserved.
On the first half as well, before we discuss the second half in a little bit more detail, I thought first half we grew into the first half, and I actually thought at 2-0 we were actually good value for that as well.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, no, very, very, very much so. I thought it was a solid, all-round performance. I thought, Josh was causing problems. Latif on the other side. Kareem was always on the shoulder and running in behind, and I think the centre half at one point he was clean. I felt like he was clean through and he made a fantastic challenge. AD then going on I think it was, 90-yard run or whatever it was, I don't know.
From the free kick.
From the free kick.
Yeah.
So, it's that proverbial 2-0 at half time, isn't it? It's the next one and they come back and bite us on the Jackson.
I don't want to talk about it, but we discussed it a lot over pre-season. It's just, what's your feeling on how frail we look when that ball gets chucked into the box? We saw it the second half, the ball went in and in and in, and the equalising goal as well was allowed to bounce, and it's just, for both goals, just so easily avoidable.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the first header there, George is still, very much, he's a hell of a talent. He does so well in a lot of aspects. The header there is, it's technique. I think it's, if it's a centre half or if it's let's say a defender that's been playing defender or training to be a defender from a young age, they know that ball's just got to be headed back and from where it's once come from. And listen, it's disappointing, but the second one was a little bit more. That kind of disappointed me a bit more because there was 2 or 3, let's say, experienced players, and they've both 2, 3 gone up for the ball without a Carshalton challenge, and not one taking ownership of going and heading it away, and it falls then to a player who sticks it away.
On the bright side, I mentioned about Kareem in the first half. Was the ball over the top something you worked on? Because to me it seemed on every time we got the ball, like Frankie or Luke in midfield, it opened up quite a lot. So with Kareem's pace, that's something we worked on in training possibly, to put it over the top and get him running towards.
We haven't had Kareem long enough to even work on that, but what he does very well is he works the shoulder, and he's got that bit of pace about him, and Dicko is carrying an injury, and Dicko probably, in fairness today, was never going to come on in the game. We're very light in bodies, we've been decimated through injury, so that's not any kind of excuse. I'm not making any kind of excuse whatsoever. So Kareem's come in, and he's done well. He can hold it up. He's got, he can run the shoulder. And I thought Alex done really well as well. Alex Hernandez is a good footballer. He's still young himself, but he's got an older head, footballing brain on him, and he done all right in that position today. So as I say, it's a game I'm coming away. I'll be scratching my head all the way home, but we had an opportunity today to get back in that top 5, and that's the bit that's probably hard to take. The fact that we were in such a good position at half time, and here we are, we're talking about it, and we're disappointed with the 2-2 away from home with a side that have got their own aspirations of players, so not a bad thing.
And just finally to wrap things up, hashtag at home next week, a lively side of course, a side who started off quite slow last season but then picked up, and I can imagine it will be a game that if we're not on our A game like it was at the weekend, not today, it could easily be one of those paper banana skins too.
Definitely, they've always got pace and flair in their side. They like to excite their supporters and their followers, and so you're going to have a side that are going to play quite freely and what have you. And as I say, if we're not quite at it, they're a side that can come and sort of cause you problems. But we're regrouped Tuesday, Thursday. Hopefully we've got one or two back. Fullbacks we're very light in regards to, unfortunately, Frankie Morgan. The update is that he's out till Christmas. We've got PK. There's a possibility we might get PK back next week, which would be good. That said, again, I want to give the boy Adi another mention, because I think again he's just in a lovely place. He seems to be playing sort of full of confidence, and that's showing. And he's done really well. And I know I've mentioned a couple of times in interviews, but again today, 90-yard run. The kid's done really well. Yes, he's done.